here at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning and IRB.
Honorable Cole, this is not military ground. The reason why we have to manage this is because we are doing efficient use of time. The ministry, Honorable Cole, the minister of state has a short appearance. The LRA and Ministry of Finance has a longer appearance, and they even go into executive. So administratively, we decided let's take the shorter conversation first, and then we take care of the longer business. You cannot have sitting here all day just to wait for different things. Observation denied. Observation over the way.
Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, I do want to also share what my colleague just said. I want to say that you
but his observation was denied.
Yeah, I want to say the Ministerial decision. You are not yet adapted on the agenda. I think you have
Observation denied. Please swear the witnesses.
The agenda will pass.
As the release to this hearing was really true. Nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Mr. Minister, please introduce yourself and the persons you have accompanying you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable members.
Mr. Minister, is Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, honorable members of the House.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the House. My name is Sylvester Grigsby, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs and Chief of Staff to the President of the Republic. I have with me Ms. Beata Morva, Protocol Officer assigned at the Ramos International Airport.
The chief clerk will read the letter.
I want to get closer so I can ask all the important questions. My man, you're not talking about elementary for the law Ministerial.
June 10, 2024. Honorable J. Pinati Speaker, House of Representatives, Republic of Liberia. Reference. Requesting the indulgence of Plenary to invite Madam Sarah Deslo-Yanti, Foreign Affairs Minister, Mr. James K. Morgan, Managing Director of the Ramos International Airport. Kindly accept my profound compliments and sincere best wishes. I would like to thank you for your professional leadership you exhibit as Speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives. Honorable Speaker and members of the 55th Legislature.
The communication is being read and nobody is interested. If you are not interested, I will discharge the witnesses who go on to the next thing. The communication is being read, this business is about to happen, and nobody is paying attention. If you are not interested, you discharge the witness. They had their jobs they were doing, and they have appeared here in respect of plenary. The least we can do is give them the necessary courtesy. Proceed.
I would like to thank you for
From you that when our guest is here and a very free way, we need to listen. But let it be noted, there is no greater job than we put people like people. So whilst we appreciate the fact that we have to give some listening ears, but you cannot be making an exception that is our job. So this job is more good than any job. Thank you.
And we expect, and we will expect that to whom is given greater responsibility, greater is expected. We are expected to act in a manner and fashion in conformity with our office, give the witnesses the opportunity to be heard, and not to be disturbing as we have invited them. It is not to come here and disturb just because you have the power to invite someone. So we will listen to the individuals. If we can't listen to the individual because we're not interested, I will discharge the witnesses. Yes, indeed, they do work for the Liberian people, as do we. Please continue with the letter.
Honorable Speaker and members of the Deputies Legislature, I writing to request this noble body to invite my Sarah Vessel Yanti, Foreign Affairs Minister, and Mr. James K. Morgan, Managing Director of the Rivers International Airport, to speak to the desire of the former President George M. Weah from using the old and new VIP executive lodges of the Rivers International Airport while departing the country. This information has a clarity to undermine the sanity of our democracy as a country that has gone through many years of political upheaval. Distinguished honorable members, I look forward to hearing from you from this noble body. With trust and confidence to be unabated, I remain Honorable Kekula M. Kamara, representing Letter District 14, Montserrat County. Communication. June 7, 2024. Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, Speaker, House of Representatives from Liberia. Dear Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I present you compliments and wish to remind Plenary of the Honorable House that I wrote on February 29, 2024, complaining about the disrespect against former President George F. Weah Sr. by stopping him from using a VIP lodge at the Rivers International Airport. Of recent, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, again similar incident occurred at the Rivers International Airport.
Can we allow the minister to visit the wife of the
Mr. Minister, proceed.
Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, again similar incident occurred at the Rivers International Airport where former President Weah again was stopped from using a VIP lodge at the airport. I believe this situation is disrespect to His Excellency George M. Weah Sr., who is a statesman in this country. He did not only serve as president, but he served in several capacities in this country and deserves to be given honor, which is part of the usage of the VIP lodge, which is reserved for very important people. In view of the above mentioned, I'm craving the indulgence of this august body to invite the management of RIA, along with the person in control of the VIP lodge, to address or give reasons for the continual disrespect to former President George M. Weah Sr. With sentiments of my highest esteem, I remain sincerely yours, Honorable Yeke Wakolwa, representative elected District 10, Montserrat County. Communications, Honorable Speaker, I really invite. The Honorable Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Executive Mansion, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Honorable Minister, the Honorable House of Representatives, acknowledge receipt of a communication dated June 12, 2024, by which you informed the Honorable House Remain that you could not be present before its plenary section today because of your appointments and subsequent induction as member of the Rights Committee on the same date. Thereby request immediately.
That is response. That is the response.
Yeah, there we go.
Document.
Communication to the managing director. Rivers International Airport, Mike County, Liberia. Mr. Managing Director, I present compliments and right of the Director of the Federal House of Representatives in section. Reschedule you before this plenary session on Tuesday, June 18, 2024. Mr. Managing Director, the plenary of the House seeks your explanation on the denial of the former President from using the old and new VIP executive lodges at the Rivers International Airport while departing the country. In several letters addressed to plenary, Honorable Kefula N. Kamara and colleague Honorable Yeke Wa Kolwa of Letter District 14 and 10 respectively are diligently seeking reasons for said act of disrespect that tends to undermine the solidity of our democracy. Please see copy of complaints. With courteous regards, Mr. Speaker, Honorable ladies and gentlemen, now the reading of the communications, the two communications from your honorable colleagues, and the invite to our guests now before us.
Let the record note the following. The first is that the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs had written indicating that the Ministry has no jurisdiction over the VIP lounges and plenary had excused her. That is the reason why she's not here. Mr. Minister, can you take the podium? No, before you do, I think one witness came last, the Managing Director of the International Airport, is it? Or the Liberia Airport Authority, Mr. Mensko. Please, the Sergeant Arms will swear in.
Information, Mr. Speaker. Information, Mr.
Information, Mr. Palmer. Information,
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, and Federal Police. My information was the witness was set.
They're not being for you. They're not pressing you. They're not pressing.
Honorable Speaker, our information is the witness was sitting in the text.
Information denied. Information denied.
You shall not swear. Testimony I'm about to give. After this hearing, we're hearing truth. Nothing but the truth. So help me God.
No inquiry.
Let me talk to you.
He also I'm a chief of the school. Mr. Minister, please approach the podium.
Where are you? I'm seeing something.
Honorable Joshua, let's start with unnecessary things. You heard, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, you heard the communication regarding the denial of the former president of the VIP lounge.
Hello. Hold on, no confidence in what today. Vote against it. Hello.
Before you proceed, the August members who have the highest job in the talking show, and full stopping will conduct the business.
Get it beginning in the morning.
When the time can go, if I say something, people get offended because they have the highest job in the country, and because they have the highest job in the country, they will disrespect any official that comes
So you can be disturbing and
security.
All right. Honorable Minister, please inform this body on the jurisdiction of the VIP lounges and the regulation, law and regulation that governs that. And then let us speak to specific allegation. We would like any witness who has personal knowledge of that allegation to come up with.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, members. I have with me, we have 2 VIP lounges at Browns International Airport. The VIP lounge is, of course, as you said, but they're all administered by the Ministry of State and they honor the executive. We have the Presidential Lounge. And then we have the VIP lounge. The Presidential Lounge is for the use of the President. And let me just add, I've traveled to more than 80 countries around the world on various government missions. The Presidential Lounge is for the use of the President. The VIP lounge facilities or VVIP lounge facilities are available as courtesy to VIPs and to our own members of the government. So this is it. But I have with me, with respect to the specific...
Mr. Minister, before we proceed to the specific, I'm just laying the basis for. I asked, is there a law or a rule that says, for example, who will use which lounge? Is there a law to that effect, or is that discretion?
As far as I know, there is established protocol, and that protocol more or less sets out who uses what. Now, when we have only one lounge, executive lounge, we had a room set aside for the President. When the President enters that room, only he has the authority to invite whoever comes to him, and when he's leaving, whoever goes. The second lounge, we have just completed a new lounge for the inauguration, and that is the Presidential Lounge. So that gives the President a little more latitude as to movement. And that particular lounge is exclusively for the use of the President of the Republic, and he may elect to invite, when he's present, when he's not present, that place is kept under lock and key.
Is there, Mr. Minister, the protocol you refer to, is it written?
Well, I believe it must be written.
Okay, can you research it and supply for us?
We can do that.
Okay, for your witness.
I want to introduce Protocol Officer Ms. Molba, who was present on the day that is referred to in the communication to us.
Okay, Ms. Molba, can you take the podium and state to the plenary what you know on the specific as to the allegation from the state?
My name is Nyanda Imola, Protocol Officer at Some at the Presidential. I'm not in charge of the law. I'm only Protocol Officer at Some. That morning, the former Chief of Protocol, Ambassador Tina, Bono called me and told me that the former president is traveling, but we don't want to use it here. He wants to use it.
Order.
She said, so.
Honorable.
Yeah, she said, we don't want to use it.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, co-presiding fellow colleagues. So the issue that has to do with the former president, I think she just stated that she's not in charge. So I think the fact that she's not in charge, we cannot have somebody who is not in charge. So we'll let the minister now to tell who is in charge so that we can ask the necessary question, or he takes responsibility.
So the minister is over our head in charge of that. And he brings the witness who was present. So that the witness can give direct testimony, or do we want to have hearsay testimony from somebody else?
So she just said she was not in charge.
Alright, the minister is here. No, Honorable Soka.
You need to get from there.
My inquiry is also in line with what indicated.
Somebody else has to go. I think it was someone inquiry.
Yeah. My inquiry is simply who is in charge. It is important because whoever is present may or were taking instruction from the person in charge. So I think if the minister will let them know who is in charge of the facility. Inquiry. Who actually is in charge?
Madam, who is your boss? Louis who? Louis. Okay.
When you are denying the president, you are not scared.
Let's get here, Honorable Khaled.
I see your trouble here today. Test a mic.
Okay, information, Honorable Khaled.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Colleagues. My information is the witness on the stand have just said that she is not in charge, but she was called. She was entered the GRC family action. So I gave her the opportunity to explain what information she got from the GRC.
No, but the colleagues are saying you'd rather hear from somebody who was not there. That person was walk. They said they don't hear for the person who was there.
She was assigned on that day. In charge, but she was assigned on that day.
Okay, information sustained. Honorable, any after red, then Honorable God. Honorable Ellen Atterbury. We have other people that are going before you coming to you. Oh, Lee, I thought you left for lunch long time ago. No, continue. Leading one witness, I haven't said anything. I didn't want to bring it there and tell me let the church go.
We need to know what actually occurred. And the lady said she's not in charge, but she witnessed what happened. So I think it will be prudent for us to listen to the witness.
Exactly. Honorable information sustained, Honorable God.
Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues. Mr. Speaker, there are two information that I have. One has to do with the witness statement the Minister of State and Presidential Affairs. He said to this August body, he was written a couple of days ago before he appeared. But for the witness to appear and said, he don't know, he's not too sure that there are standard protocol written.
That's not what he said.
Go ahead, Honorable God.
So he said,
Honorable Ability. You are out of order.
He said, he's not too sure if there is a rating standard, Mr. Presiding, until this upper body knows the standard set. Who to use the law if the president or the ex-president, whatever we are doing, we will not get to the root. I urge that the Minister of State go back and give us the standard protocol.
What's the information? What's the second information? First information.
So the second information I granted.
Okay, so for the sake of expediency, you heard me, Honorable Dyer, of the of the Minister of State, as to whether or not there exists written protocols. He said he believes so. We instructed him to supply this because in the end we have to know the source of authority of that protocol. So if we have that source of authority, we can amend it or give a justice out of the state. When he leaves, he's going to send it. Right now, in the interest of why we came here, is to ensure that the facts, as inquired by two of our colleagues, are presented here today. Honorable Williams. Anthony.
Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, fellow colleagues, the inquiry is, the lady told us that she was not in charge. So I just want to know in which capacity was she?
Okay, so let me answer this, and this goes back to what I've been saying earlier. If we don't pay attention, we will miss what's happening here. She said, and the reason why the minister brought her, even though she's not in charge, she was the person who was contacted. She was the officer in charge of the VIP lunch on the day and was contacted. And she has knowledge. Actual knowledge as to what happened. Honorable June. Honorable Jones. Honorable Luther Collins, approach the chair. Approach the chair. There has to be an order. I've been looking at you the whole day. Honorable, don't take that note for Honorable God.
Mr. Presiding,
thank you.
Presiding police. Premising my calling from Maryland County inquiry in terms of who was in charge. I want to provide this information. And my information is the witness understand told us that she wasn't in charge, but she was contacted. So in what capacity was she contacted? Was she the supervisor at that point? Or she was just contacted as a mere friend or a protocol officer who has worked?
Information sustained. Let the witness continue her testimony in which she will identify herself, she will identify why she was there, she will identify who she talked to, she will say without interruption. Proceed, Ms. Moma. Where were you when you were contacted? You were at the airport? You were working that shift? Who was in charge of that shift?
Nobody was in charge. I was there as protocol officer.
You were there as protocol officer. Were there any other protocol officers there beside you? So you were the only one there. Okay. Proceed.
She told me that the former president is traveling, but we don't want to use VIP. We want to use the main terminal. So people go in the main terminal and process stuff. When the main terminal, she give the passport, process them, they departed through the main terminal.
That was a witness testimony on what she knows to be the fact of what happened that day. Honorable Soko. He's the person in charge. That's what we're
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, co-presiding fellow colleagues. When I just listened to the Honorable Protocol, one of the protocols at the Rabo International Airport, in keeping with her expose on the departure of the former president, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, I think in my mind, looking at the Rabo International Airport as our only international airport in Liberia, be a president, be a former president, former government official, whatever the standards are, for one of the protocol officers who was operating under the instruction of her boss or bosses to stand here today and inform us, for which I'm of the understanding that before the president, former president, whoever travels, information may have or should have been given prior to his or her travel. For her to now receive a call that morning and giving her word back that the VIP protocol, the VIP lodge, that is, according to the Minister of State, they have the old lodge, they have the new lodge. Which one of them is okay? For her to tell me this morning that the two areas were locked down after receiving information prior. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you very much.
So thank you, Chairman Benedict. Thank you very much.
Former chairman.
I already know who is supporting the round of election. Very controversial. Howbeit, to the issues. So to our protocol officer who was assigned at the Rabat International Airport, Honorable Speaker, basically to tell us that when she received a call from former Chief of Protocol Fina Bodo that the president was leaving that morning. The former president was leaving that morning. And to have processed the former president through the regular terminal, I want to know from her, as a former president, when she received the call from the Chief of Protocol, and she already understood that the former president was coming to that terminal, to use that terminal, that is the VIP lodge. Did she make any follow-up call to her bosses to know why the place was not open and it was going to teach her the level of the former president?
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. There was a valid question answered. Asked. I will let you witness answer. No! Madam Witness, here was the question. No, you should answer the question. My question is in traffic. My question is in traffic. Let me put the question in traffic. Let me put the question in traffic. Madam Witness. Madam Witness. The question is, did you contact anybody Please understand that they are being recorded for the journal, so let's answer the quorum. Honorable Cooper.
Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues. The witness on the stand is on oath. This is not a courthouse. When there's questions being asked or some of our colleagues, put a letter on the floor and witnesses are called for to ascertain the truth of the matter. She has said she was present and she stated whatever went on. It is not prudent enough to say, to agree that whatever she's saying is the truth until otherwise. Okay. We cannot be asking her question back and forth like we in court. If it is established that she's not saying the truth, if it is not established that she's not saying the truth, she can be quiet and pay for consent. But as it is, she said she was present. And she was presidential law, the president of the I'm a lawmaker. I have the privilege to be at the VIP law. If I want to use the number 10 law, nobody will force me to go to the VIP law. I don't think she will correct. I should go to call anybody to say the former president wants to use it. The number, so we shouldn't be going back and forth.
At the same time, Honorable Cooper, the witness is here. I don't think the witness is going to question me. I think she's giving up. Mr. President.
For today is to ensure that get the respect they deserve. One of the things that is becoming clear and clear is that this house, before us, did not pass any law laying out these processes.
You stand to be corrected. Don't talk it out.
I believe you can correct me by bringing the law.
Thank you, Lord. So you stand to be corrected. That's a stand.
So as we are here, the witness has also played the burden of this matter to the office of the president, the former president. Everybody knows Binabono. Everybody knows that Binabono is responsible. When he was president and now, the movement and the protocol of the former president. So if she makes a call and say that we are using the main terminal, there is nothing she can do to go in and
protection of the former president, man. The protection of the former president.
So you will get a chance. Everything is okay. So therefore, the purpose of this call was to find out whether or not the former president was denied the VIP. And if she has placed this burden on the office of the president, then it is the former president, then it is up to us to cite the necessary individual to ask them whether or not.
Mr. Speaker, way forward on Boko.
Honorable Speaker.
Is he taking his own of Pinabono now? Is the protocol taking his own of Pinabono now? It's not being fair, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, it's not being fair.
And the telephone call that was placed by the former chief of protocol told the current
allegedly.
whatever your Mr. Speaker, Chairman, the way forward is we have understood the nitty-gritty of the issue. And who is at the precedent of the leadership
Almost Speaker, it's been a beautiful protocol now. Is he taking his own of
The motion carried. The reason why the
everything you say is not true. Everything you say is not true. That's not true.
The witnesses are discharged. Next, the Minister of Finance and
So, Madam Witness, welcome to the legislative press. You appear. Yeah, but I just want to ask a few questions. It appears like your testimony something it was going from the host wanted to hear things from you like the Nazi. How do you look at the question? Why did you instruct the chief of protocol to the former president that he should ride the regular VIP law rather than the terminal. What do you make of that?
Because she has signed to the former president, and she called me and told me, say, we are traveling today, but we don't want to use the VIP. We want to use a normal terminal.
Are you saying it with sincerity that Honorable Fina Bono called you that
Yes.
the president does not want to use
Yes, Fina
the law?
Bono, yes.
Former
Okay,
president?
madam, I want to get this clear. The former president decided not to use the VIP after he was denied entry. Did it happen?
No, I don't
Was
know
it
about
denied in
he
the
denied.
first place?
I don't know about he denied. I don't know. Because the VIP launch, the diplomatic launch were open. But she told me that they don't want to use the diplomatic launch. They want to use the main terminal.
Owing to the fact,
I'm going with the boss.
owing to the fact that the former president was denied.
She was not denied.
Mr. Minister, welcome.
No comment.
Okay.
What are the procedures on president leaving the country, current and former? Is it on paper that former presidents don't use the VIP lodge as the international airport?
You former today to give justification for always denying president, Honorable Minister.
It is true that you gave orders.
We call this live a day. The Minister of Sticks for Presidential Affairs, along with some representative from the Rabat International Airport, appeared before the plenary today. And of course, to answer the allegation.
There are allegations that you are the one running the country and making all of the decisions. Matthew Collins said that on Sunday. How do you respond to this?
You have traveled to 80 countries according to your estimation around the globe. Are you disappointed or misrepresenting your country?
Will you respond to any of our questions, sir?
All right, folks, so thanks for following us. This is how we call it a day on this live broadcast. My name is Prince. Bye-bye, I'm out.